Okay, today we're going to be doing an Accurate BV300, serial number 171. Comes with a 2-year free service program, but that is pretty much about done. We're going to open up this reel. Comes in foam. Here's the reel. Comes with some Realox, but I don't use that. I use different oil. Let's put the box away and get into it. Okay, I had this reel about 2 years now. Been performing excellent, no problems. The only thing is, open it up, put some new grease in here. This is the grease I'm going to be using, Penn Precision Reel Grease and Cal's Drag Grease. Alright, first we're going to get a 5/64 Allen key, take off the lock screw. Okay, next we're going to get our adjustable wrench. Loosen that off. Off goes the handle. Plastic washer underneath that. Okay, next we're going to be using a T5 Torx. That's the size, it's very small. For a reel this powerful, they use very small screws. That's the only complaint about this reel, is that it has very small screws on it. So be very careful taking it out. If there's any kind of salt or any kind of dirt, wash it off in the sink, maybe use a scrub brush or something. Because if you strip those heads, you're going to be done. And again, take your time, we're not too big of a rush. Also, they put all the screws in one little pile so you won't lose them. I can imagine that if you do lose them, you can't go to the hardware store and buy a new one. Okay, that's removed. Let's remove the two pieces. Okay, put that aside. Next we're going to take off that one piece, little piece of plastic on here. Take that off. Pry it off gently, it's only plastic. Now you're not going to take this washer off, you're going to take this washer off first. Get your screwdriver, use it as some kind of get some extra leverage on here. I'm going to use that as a pry to pull it off. Okay, it's off. We're going to put this in order. So first of all, this little C-clip, and then there is a flat washer, a secondary flat washer, and a concave washer, a secondary concave washer, and a flat washer. Pull that out. On these concave washers, you put them together just like so. So you don't put them facing out, you put them facing into each other when you're building it back in together. So I'm going to leave that in a line so we won't forget. Take this pressure plate off. Next we're going to be taking the spring. I'm going to take the spool. Okay. Use an Allen key just to poke that bearing out. Here's our washer. It's a small little collar. And then a secondary bearing. And then there's a very small washer. I don't know if you can see that or not. That goes on the end of this bearing, which lines up with that spring. There's that spring. And here is the inside. It comes apart. Next we're going to be using our C-clip pliers. We're going to pop that out. Trying to make everything a neat row just in case you get lost. And then there is a fine washer behind that. And then the pressure plate should come off. Okay. We're going to slide that up. Then we're going to remove the secondary C-clip. That's why you remove the back one first and then the front one last. Because if you remove it in like that, it's just going to pop in the shoulder here and you can't get it out. So let's remove that. Okay. Move that. Next we're going to unscrew. This is left-hand threads on the nut. So instead of tightening, it's